All due respect, like I said, I don't have anything personal against this court. I'm not a corporation, right? I'm a natural person. Where is the body of the crime, Judge? You went to law school, you're a practitioner.
I don't know because I haven't heard testimony.
The rudest sovereign citizen storms into court acting like the law doesn't exist. His crime, driving without a license. The judge's reaction honestly shocked me. She handled it way better than I expected. Let's watch this clown get absolutely shut down.
All due respect, like I said, I don't have anything personal against this court or anything. I just request that this court adhere to the supremacy clause of the U.S. Constitution and hold that these state statutes in which they have me charged with are constitutional based on the U.S. Supreme Court. And what is the case? The Cheney versus Winnebago Department of Social Services. There was a young child whom the mother alleges that the father was beating the child, and the child died. The mother sued all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. And the U.S. Supreme Court held that no matter how bad or gruesome that this case was, when it concerned the case, that the states have no duty to protect citizens from other citizens. Anything that compels performance, there has to be a contract. And again, I reserve my rights under UCC 1-308 and the common law UCC 1-103.6. And it's clear, Your Honor. And I ask that this court, do their sworn fulfill their sworn oath under the Michigan rules, the Michigan Judicial Code of Conduct. The court is not to be swayed by public opinion or what the people may think or whatever it may be. Like the great honorable Judge Dalton A. Rose. So every government is entitled to a Republican form of government, not a corporate. I'm not a corporation, right? I'm a natural person. The case law clearly breaks everything down, which everyone is in default. I just ask that this court dismiss this case at this juncture. If the court does not, I demand under the supremacy clause, the subpoena power of this court, to have Ken Worthy brought in so we can have an evidentiary hearing. Because how can a criminal prosecute or allege that I'm a criminal when they're committing all the crimes, Judge? Since I've been home, I've been making reports of police and other things, violations of law against me at the precinct. And no one listens to me. They just ignore me. But when people call and say, well, hey, Mr. McCreary did this, Mr. McCreary did that, they come, then it's found out nothing happened.
And under our state constitution, this court has jurisdiction. Furthermore, as far as discovery goes, I personally sent Mr. McCreary twice, and I have the emails, copies of the emails to show that that's necessary.
Dated. What are the dates?
Dates are not on here. May 24th, which was last week, and May 5th.
Look at him shaking his head like he didn't just delete those emails. The lies are so obvious, yet he won't give in. Sovereign citizens are relentless, no matter how wrong they are. They'll fight to the end, respect the commitment, or call it stupidity. You decide.
No, I'll give you, it's gonna take a couple seconds. One of those emails, he is Michigan in there.
That's not my fault. They violate your order.
Okay. So you should have received one of them.
Nothing.
Right, and neither one of them came back as a bad email.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. McCreary, I don't know why you're not receiving discovery. You did not receive it.
He didn't send. Can we subpoena Google and litigate this and show that he hasn't sent anything? This is not a trial. This is not an evidentiary hearing. Well, can I say one more thing?
After we get done today, we confirm your email address. You can even send a test email to make sure that he received it.
Well, he did. It showed me that he got my paperwork. He admitted in the last receipt that he received my paperwork.
Okay.
So why would he send it? Well, why wouldn't I get it back? My email is legit. It's my phone right here.
Okay.
Also a jurisdictional challenge.
Before we get to that, Adrian Intercessor, you want to respond before we forget?
Yes, Your Honor, I do want to make a record. This defendant has already availed himself to the jurisdiction of the courts of the state by admitting to having a driver's license. And also further add that the 10th Amendment has allotted and given police powers to the states, which then allows the states to create criminal laws under which this defendant must avail himself to. I further add that, again, as the court has acknowledged, that this defendant has at least once received the discovery to his emails, to his correct email. So any more allegations of not receiving discovery would be improper, given that we have it at least proven that he has it at least once. And there have been no additions or corrections since the discovery was done the first time.
Okay,
May I
Mr.
respond?
I'm gonna wrap this up, you can respond, and.
Yeah, just briefly, if I may. Well, this young lady here, to basically
Mr. Sessions,
respond, Mrs. Sessions, to respond to her statements in Michigan, they're locking people up for not having a driver's license. I was compelled.
there are people getting
But I
locked up
reserve my
for
rights. This was the
murdering
law.
people as well.
Pardon?
People getting locked up for murder as well.
Well, I understand that, but what I'm saying is the corpus delicti, they're going off written statements. You know the corpus delicti rule under the Michigan Supreme Court case, as well as the federal court case. Where's the body of a crime? They're saying ammunition, all this, that. Where's the guns at? Where's the victim at? Strangulation, where's all this? Where's the medical?
I wouldn't know because we haven't
And
had
then,
an exam.
okay, but no, jurisdiction, once it's challenged, it must be proven by the people. This is state and federal law, judge from the Michigan court.
Is he dragging the case out on purpose or just clueless? He's oddly good at talking, throwing around irrelevant case laws, and claiming there's no victim. The prosecutor has all the evidence, but he keeps interrupting the judge. At this point, he just loves hearing himself talk.
So I'm demanding that I mean, they're already in default, but still, again, I'm demanding jurisdiction be challenged, personal subject matter and territorial jurisdiction. Even when I was in prison, I had interactions with Kim Worthy, chief prosecuting officer for the state, and I reserved my rights then in prior proceedings, as well as I was compelled to obtain a driver's license. And I reserved my rights. That's all the law mandates, that I reserve my rights, which I have done. And right now, this lady, Mrs. Prosecutor, I can't remember her name, and Mrs. Sisson, Esquire Sisson, and this gentleman here, they're in conspiracy and violating federal and state law. There's been crimes, and I demand that their oath of office, their law, their license to practice law, amongst other things, be given to me, as well as their bond, as well as you, Judge, Your Honor. Also, like I say, jurisdiction has been challenged, and they have to prove it first based on the case law, which I have noted in this paperwork. They can't get around that. We can say, well, yeah, they're talking about reserving rights and all that. Okay, but still the law from the state Supreme Court, Court of Appeals, and federal jurisdictions clearly mandates that once jurisdiction is challenged, the person asserting jurisdiction has to prove it. And all they have is statements. Under the corpus delicti rule, out of court statements is not evidence, so these charges should be dismissed. Where is the body of the crime, Judge? You went to law school, you're a practitioner.
I don't know because I haven't heard testimony to know.
Well, that's not how it works with jurisdictional
That's
challenges.
how, it works that way. So, do you have any last?
Well, I would like,
statements, because I'm ready.
okay, I would like to challenge jurisdiction again, which I have done from the onset of this case, personal, subject matter, and territorial jurisdiction. State and federal case law is clear, in which this court, being inferior to the higher courts, must adhere to their oath of office, their bond, and so on and so forth, their license to practice law, and the Michigan rules of Code of Judicial Conduct, and must compel the people to prove jurisdiction, which they're asserting. Where's the proof? You have to show this court. That's at any stage of the proceeding, the law allows that.
Okay. So on discovery, I saw paperwork confirming the email address that you provided to the court is now the record, that discovery was sent. I'm not sure if it's an email, please tell me the record. If there's another email you would like to be sent to, I will ask the prosecutor to do so. 2, for requesting license numbers from everyone. My name is right here in front of you. You can go right on State
I
Bar.
ain't saying that.
RP numbers are available for you to look up as they are for any general public. Okay. As far as venue, jurisdiction, and you mentioned this, you don't know whether I was appointed or elected. I was both.
This is why courts move so slowly. Instead of real cases, judges waste time on fake legal arguments. Driving requires a license, simple. Yet these people twist laws, ignore reality, and act like they're winning. In the end, it never works, ever. Do they truly believe it, or are they just gaming the system? Like and subscribe this channel.